And howdy doody.
Well, it's
Here.
Tuesday, and Talking Tech. Talking Tech Tuesday. Live from the Workbench.
Live from the Workbench. Yeah, I kind of found an old overlay to put on there.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
We got to play with the background a little bit.
I actually found I found a folder full of all your old first concepts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I think I have all your original logo concepts. They were always really good. And I'm trying to think if I put it in a new drive or it's in my got up right now, but yeah, kind of starting a little bit slow today.
Yeah, we're starting kind of slow, but we have Eat More Possum and Lee McCready here. Howdy, fellas.
We'll start slow and build up to a nice crowd. That's what always happens. So it takes a little bit of time.
I guess we'll start was an initial report of this thing.
Oh yeah,
I did get a flight this weekend.
Look at that. That's a good looking bird there.
Yeah, but we need and we've already done some adjustments on the tunes, because as soon as you arm this thing, it starts bouncing off the ground about 6 inches or a foot.
It's got jumping arm behavior.
It was raring to go. It was ready. It was wanting to get out there.
And your immediate assumption was PID tuning, because it probably had nothing.
You want to know? You know what my initial thought was when it started doing that?
I broke it.
It was, what did he fuck with in this quad?
What did he do?
And when I got it home and I got it looking at the sliders and the pit tune, yeah, that was not a stock tune. No way, no how.
Yeah, there was a I don't when I was messing around with resetting things, I don't think I ever put in a preset. Remember, we started doing that, and it got put aside, it got cast aside, and then I never was able to bring it back out. And then, of course, then I tore it apart. Next thing you know, 6 months later.
And howdy, Jim. Jim Strawning is here. And a little tech tip for you, Jim. When installing props, there's little print on the props. Let me make myself big here so this can be seen a little better. So, yeah, come on, focus. So you see that little print right there, 50, what does it say, 60, 42? And you see the Gem Fan logo right there. The print always goes up. Even if you have a pusher motor. If the motor is on top, the print goes up, not down. So if you got it like that, the props need to be reversed. Because that can mess you up. So if you ever need to install props and you don't know wondering which side is up, the print goes up.
Those props there are pretty extreme. They got some great pitch.
No, Jim's released a video about installing props on the Avata, and especially with the master air screw, they're real easy to install upside down.
But the print side always goes up.
It'll fly like crap.
Yeah, the print side, it only makes sense that you'd put the print side up, because that, you know, it would ruin the aerodynamics to have that print down.
Like on this one, you know, the motors are on top, but the print is still on top. And you can't even see it on this because it's almost covered by the motor there. Can we get it? Yeah,
Yep.
no, you can't really see it. But yeah.
Now refresh my memory on that one. That's your
That's the Axis Flying.
Axis
3.5
Fly 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get a perspective of size. That's pretty good size.
Oh,
300 grams, 350.
oh no, that's a heavy bastard. That he's quite heavy. Let's see. Of course, it's without battery. It's 342 without a battery. Then you put your camera on it. So now you're at 400 plus the battery. So you had 600 all that way. This one will need a GPS module on it. Because as we see, Phoenix. What's the folks called again? Phoenix. MRID. Let's see. I'll put it on the screen. Let's see. Share that entire screen. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
This little bugger is out.
The Phoenix.
Phoenix remote ID module. And let's not get into it.
I'm not putting that
Over remote ID and yay or nay or.
You're just a sellout, Kai. You're just a sellout. Talking remote ID. Come on.
All right, butt grinder.
Why don't you just put an affiliate link up on next to your channel, huh?
Yeah.
We're doing an e-bike video.
Make me a sellout. Yeah. So this was actually featured on Bartwell's channel. He did a video on it. And basically this thing installs in line between your GPS and your flight controller. You have to enable MSP for that channel. Hey, Chuck. And then it has some status lights on it where it tells you if it's ready to go or not. And it has a little built-in antenna, so you don't have another antenna hanging off your quad, which is kind of nice. And then you be in business. Obviously, this is not something you can swap back and forth between quads, but I mean, $70 is not cheap, but better than the $230 one that came out of the Czech Republic.
Yeah. So that one you said you put between your GPS and.
Yeah, installs in line between the flight controller and the GPS.
So there's two pin connectors there.
Yeah.
In and out.
Let's see if we get a better picture here.
An in and an out, an innie and an outie. There we go. So do they say if that comes with cables and stuff?
It comes with a cable. but it's a single cable, so you basically have to cut it in half, where you solder one end to your flight controller, and the other end I think was cables there, they leave some to be desired, because this is a 6-pin connector, and then most of your GPS are on 4-pin.
Yeah.
Some of the newer GPS are on 6-pin, but it's gonna take some doing to make a cable to hook this thing in. Now I've got a bunch of extra connectors and cables, but the cables are quite long, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm seriously thinking about ordering one and just stick it into the Speedy Bee.
Just trying it out, see what it
And
does.
this one, and try it out and see what it does. I certainly have the room for it and the back there. Okay. Let me do this there. There's plenty of room in the back here to put the little module.
Right. And that definitely you'd stick on a larger quad. You wouldn't put it on a small one. Obviously sub 250, that doesn't need it.
You don't need it. So
Unless
this
you're
is the kind of quad that you would use that for.
right.
And then,
Funny, I'm looking at
the world.
I'm looking at the picture online there, and it shows that module sitting on top of a Cinewhoop, but there's no way it's connected. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, no, it's just sitting there.
Like, look, it'll fit. Look at how easy it is to install. I would say that installation would be an advanced installation. That's not something simple that anybody could do. And there really isn't. Once you're looking at, home builds, I guess that's the whole idea.
Yeah. This looks like a rocket. KEPRC rocket frame.
Yeah, it does have that look.
See, this is the butt of it. And
you're right. It's gold, though. They must have painted it or something, because the rocket's a silver. Unless they had the gold edition. That's the right size props. So you're right. It could be.
It looks like a rocket.
Looks like a teardown, yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
A teardown of the Gipper.
There's more options coming available. So. And a Holy Stone was their $90 module.
Right.
That you had on your channel.
Yeah. That's pretty small. I mean, it's good. That's perfect for like for any one of the heavy, the little bit overweight toy drones, so you can put it, but then you got an RID module on it.
Oh, Dustin's here. One Vision. Howdy, fella. Yeah, so y'all heard us sending around the sellout controversy. And to bring those of you up to speed that don't know what we're talking about, Bot Grinder released a video a couple of days ago questioning whether the influencers have ruined FPV.
Can you just share this frozen image right here? This is Bardwell's face, talking about this. It's just like,
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm using it as a model of me talking about something. It's just, everybody's trying to make excuses, and everybody's trying to explain things.
So,
get with your story.
So Bot Grinder questioned whether or not all these channels that feature affiliate links and basically say this is the best thing since sliced bread ever. Every other product, and we know who comes to mind there, and there are several channels, but
Yeah, we're not going to say that because I don't want to get a cease and desist order.
if it was a cease and desist order, okay.
I can understand somebody getting a little bit thin. I told you that that even what Bot Grinder made a comment that you're not a true FPV pilot if you don't have a certain look or a certain type of channel or whatever. Or if you fly, that's why I put the e-bike thing up there, because that was one of the things he put on his thing, is that if you've ever done a video with an e-bike, you're not a true FPV pilot.
Well,
I guess I'm not. That's okay.
I'm not an FPV pilot either, and this,
I can fly
even
them.
though I do have tattoos, so I do have that part going for me,
I can fly them. I have no tattoos. I'm no piercings. Nothing special. Nothing special about me. Pretty much
How
vanilla.
boring are you? You're gonna get a tattoo right here on your forehead. DJI Chill.
See, One Vision. Let's see. He had renewed his pilot's license. Did my check ride, and he did real pilot's license. Reviewed my drone, and according to what I saw, if it's a home build, remote ID wasn't needed.
Well, okay, and this is where the lingo kicks in. Remote ID or standard remote ID or broadcast module. Home builds are not required standard remote ID, but they are required a broadcast module. So
Right.
you cannot put standard remote ID into a home build because that is flat not available at this point. Well, now there's one available, but it won't be standard remote ID. It'll be broadcast. So Sunrise is here. What do you know?
Jim's droning seems to think I should get my nipples pierced, or maybe a face tattoo.
Yeah,
I have not,
by time. Oh, we get you all. We'll get you all pretty by the time this segment's over with.
I have nothing.
You'll have face tattoo and piercings, and
you can get all the face tattoos and piercings that you want. I'm not offended, and I'm not. I got not much to say.
We'll get you a face tattoo.
Not my freaking lifetime. The only face tattoo I'd ever have is somebody punch me in the face.
Yeah, but that's not permanent. Unless he rearranges your nose in the process. That
right. I'll make sure you have a face tattoo too if that ever happens. I'll respond with
right here. Dustin's got it. A duck tattoo from your head, right on your forehead.
On my neck tat.
A little teardrop.
I like removable tattoos. Like these. That's a removable tattoo. You can go up, done, it's gone.
Anyhow.
Here, I'm going classy.
Let's not get too far off subject here.
Oh, why not? I think we should. There we go.
Yeah. So anyway,
I think we can go off subject.
During that video, he showed a couple of thumbnails from Drone Camp's channel in the video. They may have been up there for like a second or two, but it's basically just rushing through. And so Dustin decided to send out a cease and desist letter to Bot Grinder. And it wasn't even a real cease and desist letter. This is something that must have come out of some AI thing. I actually have it here because it was posted. I don't know how well it can be seen.
Yeah, I think I got the same one.
You know, it has come to our attention that you have made defamatory and false statement about us, which is absolute horseshit. He voiced his opinion, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. It wasn't, there was no more.
He's quoting paragraphs and statutes, and it's absolutely ridiculous because, and you have a lawyer son. I'm not even a lawyer. I did work in law enforcement. I know what is required in these letters, and there has to be a certain a date, a time. There have to be certain elements in the letter that are flat not in this letter. Okay?
This time my kid does a lot of this. He does influencers, and we're talking big money stuff.
Yeah.
And he would laugh at this because because some people will cease and desist just means stop doing that. But what's the penalty? So you get into penalties, and then you start getting into damages, and this is so low budget. The damages of something like this is so low budget that the only person that would make money in this case is the lawyer or the lawyers.
Yeah.
It would cost. These are the types of cases America's full of, where it costs one of the plaintiffs, or even the person that's being talked about, and what ends up happening is both of them one of them ends up losing a bunch of money, and the only person that makes money or is happy at the end is the lawyers, because they all got
the lawyers are happy because they all got paid.
They always
Well, this whole thing is so freaking ridiculous.
Reputational harm and economic harm. But anyway, we're not. That's not what we're. That would be interesting. Actually, I'm going to show my kid that. I'm going to send it to him and see if he can laugh.
Yeah, you need to screenshot that and send it to your kid, and
I'm gonna
have him take a look at it. And he's going to laugh his ass off.
If he has something to say about it, that would be fun to look at. Because these kinds of contractual things where you're, he said, she said, hurt my feelings. He's not an accident. He's a contract guy. So it's this kind of stuff, this, cease but he's more into building companies and organizing, stuff like that. Not dealing with bull crap as much. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get it's a community post, huh? See if I can find that. And see what he says about it. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, you got that right, Dustin. It's freedom of speech. Bot Grinder didn't mention anybody by name. He did not single anyone out in particular. This whole thing is absolutely ridiculous.
He did use an image, a likeness or image, but he didn't stop it and say, like this guy, He just said that he was talking about influencers. So it was a general term, He could have put 5 pictures up there and all of us would be technically influencers. I mean I'm influencer. I'm not gonna lie about that. But everybody has their version of how they influence. Kind of like, I always go back to Captain Drone. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy that likes to fly, but he's not afraid to. He doesn't attack products that he doesn't like. He just says, "Oh well," instead of "this thing sucks, never fly it." It's terrible, which I totally respect, because he's just saying, "Here it is. This is what it's doing. Make an informed. You've got now a decision that you can make that's informed."
Okay, I'm gonna put the freaking link to Bot Grinder's video.
Can you put that link up there?
The chat. So after the live stream, watch it and you'll know it's that the whole thing is based on, if not even 3 seconds clip.
Yeah, you'd have to prove that maybe he'd be. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's very hard. It's very hard to determine damages, but most of this stuff is just stop it. I don't like you doing this. Please stop doing that. But there has to be some kind of a remedy, you know.
Well, he's putting in his video, he's got a whole bunch of different uh,
It says appropriate.
thumbnails.
We will have to take appropriate legal action against you, and we'll seek all available damages and remedies. It is very hard to prove damages in a real
Yes.
in a. You have to you have to. It's not hard. It's not easy, and for the amount of money you would win in this case, it wouldn't pay for the legal fees. So it's stupid. So unless now, if this was iJustine, you know, who's making freaking like 6 figures, and you defame that person, now you got a big court case. You got big lawyers. You've got, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars maybe. And
Okay, I'm gonna give you the 2 seconds of drone cams in Bot Grinder's video. You ready? Don't blink.
okay,
I got a sound then, but that's it. That was all that Bot Grinder showed in his video.
do it real quick again, one more time. I didn't even see it. I mean, that was fast. Oh my God. That's it.
That's it.
That's what we're talking about right there.
That's what we're talking about. That's what the whole fuss is about.
Oh my gosh, that is so nothing. Sunrise.
Yeah,
I don't even know who he is.
Sunrise. I don't watch
He doesn't watch drone
drone
cam.
camp either.
I do. I watch Justin. I watch drone cams. I don't mind it. I don't watch Bot Grinder because I don't
watch Bot
I don't
Grinder
really
usually
know. I don't
either,
know the
but the topic of his video just kind of, you know, thought I'd give it a look. And that's actually a good video. And, you know, not all of us going to agree with him on what he's saying, but I mean, it's his piece, it's his opinion, and he's entitled to say whatever he thinks.
I'm not even subscribed to Bot Grinder's channel.
I'm not either. It just popped up in my feed somewhere, and I'm like, you know, that sounds like a good subject, and I'd like to see what he's got to say about it.
Okay. All right. Can you switch it over to Bot Grinder's channel really quick?
What is this Bot Grinder's channel?
Right. Well, on my link. Okay.
Oh.
I want to officially subscribe to Bot Grinder's channel right there. So everybody saw it. I did a subscription to Bot Grinder. Thank you. I would have never known who you were if it wasn't for this big controversy. And I did finally watch a video. I watched him chasing somebody with a splatterball gun that he mounted on a quad. That's, you know, Ken Heron stuff. But there it is. I subscribed. So I just wanted to be official. So now I've got drone camps and Bot Grinder's subscription. So now I'm in the middle officially. And there it is. That's it. That's all I wanted to do right there. I'm not putting my notifications on. Okay, I'll go there if I feel like I'm going to watch some FPV stuff. I just assume watch. I actually watch EBR FPV. I'd rather watch him.
Yeah, well,
he's all about flying. He's just a pilot with a flying stuff. There's no image. It's just look at my work. I love that. But now Bot Grinder can't hurt me.
well.
Oh, and Bardwell, of course.
Well, you know, when this whole controversy started out, that's when Bartwell saying Dustin, or Justin, what's his name? Dustin or Justin?
This is Justin's.
Justin.
Yeah, this is just Bardwell going over the
Bardwell
email.
sent Justin an email asking him if that cease and desist thing was actually real or was it fake or what's going on.
Yeah,
You know, he just want to get some clarity on it. And
so
they had a bit of an exchange on emails on the subject. And you know, Bartwell has a news feed, and obviously he's going to touch on the subject in his news feed because everybody's talking about it.
I sent the link out if you want to watch that.
He's wanting to get Justin's side of the story, like, you know, anybody should get both sides of the story. And now Justin decided to go after Bartwell. And Justin's last community post, he showed excerpts off those email exchanges, out of context, just randomly thrown together, and declared Bartwell an enemy of the Drone Camps channel.
Were we saying it wrong? I thought it was Justin, not Dustin. That's what Kovacs say. What?
Yeah.
Justin, like the J. Yeah. I just don't want to be screwing that up. I'm already, I already look goofy enough as it is sometimes. So it's an interesting little infighting battle. Of course, if I do something on Friday about this, which maybe I think we've worn it out today. I don't think, you know, unless there's something.
Here's the thing, you know, a guy that lives in Oregon shoots a cease and desist letter to a guy in Pennsylvania and tries to quote him on Pennsylvania state laws. And I don't even know how the fuck that's supposed to work.
Yeah, how would that work? Isn't there a jurisdictional thing there?
Yeah, there's all sorts of weirdness going on.
I'm on alien drones. Is it alien drones? No, this is somebody else. Darren Allat. There's another. He put up a video. Is that Aaron? Is that alien drones? No, that's a different guy.
Oh, our
yeah. There's a guy. There's a feed
spokesperson.
Yeah, there's a feed coming through. He has both of their pictures side by side, and it says stream 16 hours ago. It says drone camps versus bot grinder. Really, Justin? So he's definitely coming out with, you know, on the side of bot grinder on that. It's just funny. This is like the second one in so many weeks, you know.
I'm on the alien drone channel right now. I don't see what you're talking about.
That Drone Camps RC, what is wrong? An open letter to, this is what went wrong, Drone Camps RC. This is from that Darren Allat. Oh, that's live. That's live right now. So, yeah, if you really want to go and see some, you know.
Yeah,
I don't recommend it.
I hate to do it, but Bartwell's live show or news show tonight should be pretty freaking entertaining. Yeah. I might have to look that up after our stream.
Yeah, there's going to be some more. This is not over.
There's all sorts of weird shit going on. But you know, that brings me to another controversy.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
You know what I'm talking about now. Was another guy in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah. You know more about that?
Well, you know, now was the bot grinder drone camps controversy. Old Mikey almost got forgot about. Because old Mikey was getting sued.
You think this story was planted to get the monkey off of Mikey's back?
It probably was. If you believe XChat, the reason they're going after Mikey now is to create a diversion or you know, distraction from the Boeing fiasco was the doors falling out.
Oh yeah, it's such a
Yeah, that is,
This
FAA is in hot water over this Boeing fiasco, so they had to find a different subject. So
use
they
the
decided
insignificance of
to,
the drone community. We are so insignificant compared to Boeing.
yeah, I mean, now I did hear, the new boarding kit for the guy that sits by there is a wrench and a pair of pliers. Just in case the door starts rattling, he can give it another tweak. But yeah, so the FAA, old Mikey actually made the local news in Philadelphia. He's being sued for the $182,000 fine that the FAA levied against him for assorted flights. And,
Do you
this
think
this fine was proposed quite some time ago, and then it kind of got lost in the shovel, and now it's rearing its ugly head again. And old Mikey's in a pile of shit.
can I bring up another controversy too?
Of
I
course.
just thought of one. I just thought
What's
of one.
that?
How about the controversy that Geeks Vana talks about drones all the time, and everybody is on his butt about that he doesn't fly them? Have you seen that? Where people are basically going, "How can a guy that never flies a drone be such a spokesperson for the hobby?" That's another one that
Well,
because Geeks Vana is right there. He's going to be talking about VVLOS in the UK. He's a reporter. You can report on stuff. Reporters don't do this stuff.
he
They just report.
actually is a genuine certified journalist. He's
There you
got
go.
he's got the credentials.
Right. He's doing what he's doing what journalists do. They report on stuff, and
Yeah.
So
And he made himself smart on drone regulations, and
right. He's informed.
yeah.
I would rather learn something from an informed person that didn't fly drones than a person that flies drones and isn't informed or says they're informed, claims to be informed.
Yeah. Well, so
I think you got to do a little bit.
Well, we'll have to stay tuned as to what they're doing with Mikey there, but
Yeah.
it's not good. It doesn't look good for him right now. Along with the lawsuit for the 182,000, they also filed an injunction against him that if he ever gets caught doing anything again, they can actually issue a warrant. So this is getting serious.
Excuse me. XJet did have a very important point. He talked about crime and punishment and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That the punishment fit in the crime.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that could happen to Mike is that he's not allowed to do something he enjoys. By taking the drone hobby away from him, they don't have to fine him $1. And that would be horrible. He spent a lot of time doing that. But yeah, so
well, he says,
sorry.
The drone flying got him away from his addiction, which I mean,
right now I'm fueling my greatness right now, so that's why I'm coughing.
yeah, fuel away. You might need a second one.
No, I don't even like drinking one. Sometimes I won't be able to get to sleep tonight.
And I see Tax Art Strong Guy Michael is here, and Akirasha, and he says we can start over now that he's here.
Now, does anybody know who Zoe FPV is here?
Zoe?
Yeah.
Zoe.
Anyway, she comes on and she's going to be on in 20 minutes. So if do you think she's going to say something about that? I've watched Zoe. I don't watch her very often, but I've watched her.
Zoe.
I know she got exiled from the right Rotor Riot.
Yeah.
Wasn't she a founder of that or part of that?
She was part of that, and she made a name for herself in 3D FPV.
Yeah. Oh, she's a freaking amazing freaking pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
And I don't know if you heard that yet or not, but here, no, hold the press kind of thing. RDQ, Race Day Quads, is now part of Get FPV.
yeah, they merged.
I don't know if they merged or
They're
if
just
he got acquired, because the guy from Race Day Quads, I don't think he is in the picture anymore. I think he's out.
So RDQ got acquired.
Did they get acquired?
I'm looking for news on here. You'd think they'd put some kind of Race Day Quads. There's no about section in here. So news, or you'd think if that was a big deal, you'd put it on your site. You know, if it was something you're excited about, you'd.
Well, Race Day Quads posted some on their Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just putting, it's not in here. So it would make sense if they're in the same place, you know. If they're in the same state or the, you know.
Well,
which they are. So it makes sense that it would make sense that they cooperate or merge. I mean, to me, if I was, I had a pretty good company and then there was another really good company and we were in this kind of like niche market, and if we could, you know, like two superheroes bring ourselves together to make, you know, all our expertise much bigger and our pull much bigger, kind of like Pyro Drone is in California. East Coast, West Coast, you know.
well, here's the statement from Tyler Brannon on the subject.
All right.
RDQ start from humble beginnings.
Can you
Yada,
post
yada,
that link?
yada.
Can you post that link there? I don't have a, so I can look at it full size.
If there was a share option.
Just you can just post the link in the YouTube stream. I know I should be able to find this stuff, but it's easier for the.
Well, there's no.
Oh, you can't. Oh, send it. Is that a yeah? Just send it there. Dang! Don't ever breathe in an energy drink. Holy crap, that's crazy. All right, thanks, Sam.
They will remain separate and distinct companies, each serving their own role in the FPV ecosystem.
So they're going to remain independent. Well,
I don't know if they're not independent, but separate and distinct is what he's saying.
Well, Oh, yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So my eyes are too bad.
He's taken he took up an advisory role to the team at RDQ.
Okay.
So he's not in charge anymore. He's in an advisory position.
So he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to pull the strings anymore. He's probably got better things to do, and he wants to walk away. And
he built up a company. He sold it, and he probably made good money on it. And from what I understand, he's retired Air Force.
yeah, I understand. That makes total sense.
So, I mean, best of luck to him. He's still going to be around in an advisor position. So, but usually that's only a limited time gig before they're completely out. But
Understandable.
important news nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm a pirate drone.
I just wait for the day that I can go and get everything I need from the same place at the same time.
Yeah, I order from Pirate Drone because I can get things faster, but that doesn't mean that they have it available. So
Yeah.
yeah. So then it's like 2 more days to get stuff from the other side from Florida, and it takes me, 1 or 2, 2 days to get it from Pirate Drone from California. For me, it is. So
Is Sunrise still in the chat here? Sunrise, you still there? I got some just for you. Come on, Sunrise.
hey Kai, have you heard of the RunCam 6 action camera?
No, I haven't heard of RunCam 6 yet.
Well, I'm looking at it right
Okay,
now.
he's lurking. Well, here you are. This is just for you. I know how much you love the Baby Hawk 2. So I built one. Of course, I put my own little twist on it. I'm just going to make myself bigger here for a second so this can be. So there we go.
So that is a supercharged Baby Hawk 2.
This is the Baby Hawk 2 Walk Snail Edition, Avatar Edition, whatever you want to call it. But of course, I couldn't help myself and put some more oomph in it. It's got 1604 motors versus the 1404 standard, and it has all-in-one 6S power. So this runs on a 6S battery, still SEP 250, mind you. This thing all up weight is 220 grams.
With what battery on there?
Was a 550 mile 6S battery, which the 556S has about as much power as a 854S. So
it's right in the sweet spot.
But I did get to fly it this weekend, and I like it. It gets with it. Of course, I got Express LRS on it because mine is actually working.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I had the zip tie just for Kelly, of course, had to include that. I actually had zip tie sold in the antenna and they broke, believe it or not. So I'll have to come up with a different, matter of fact, I'm going to come up with a different way to mount the camera in the front because I still get
props in view.
These two little tips from the frame in view, and the tips of the props are still in view.
What happens if you just rotate the ears from inside to the outside like that? Just
the camera sticks out so far.
It's too far.
If you take a dive, it'll land on the camera. So I'll have to do. I'll design a mount, similar to this thing that I've got for the front of your Mr. Croc.
Yeah. Just a smaller
I was
version.
going to get something like that and shrink it down and put the little antenna mount with it. I'm just going to take this thing, shrink it down to fit on the Baby Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice that you get the antenna mount on there. That really turned out good.
What
With the
printer?
guy.
It's the Artillery Sidewinder X2. There's an X4 available now. But anyway, yeah, this is a fun little quad. And then I actually, which is probably my most favorite quad ever to fly, is this 4-inch from Catalyst Machine Works, sub 250. Was a full-size camera in the front. And now I put the V3 VTX on here that actually has some cooling on it. So puts out a bit more power than the 1S Sport, but I'm at 247 gram all up weight, was a 550 6S battery. So this is a fun little, I like this thing.
It sounds like you like that one better than you like the other one.
What else? I mean, that Baby Hawk and that one's going to be my two main flyers. I want a Bamboo too, but I don't have the money to buy one.
Can I let me show you this really quick here. I've already got it up there. I just wanted to know. Now, this is obviously not this is not the kind of camera you'd put in a quad, just because it's not designed right. But this is the Runcam 6. This is a 4K 30. Right here, I'm seeing it on Pyrodrone right now. All I see the advantage of it. It probably has, it has its internal battery.
Yeah, scroll through the specs. I want to see some more of the specs on that thing.
Let's see.
4K 30. That's all
right
it
here.
is.
Yeah, 12 megapixel, 1/2.3. So the sensor is okay. EIS, gyroflow supported. HDMI, has an HDMI out. Let's see, Type C port, replaceable battery. So it has its own internal battery. That's I don't know. I don't like the 1/2.3. That's an older camera sensor. But they have it for putting in wings, which is, so I have not seen footage of this, but I just noticed that they're selling it on Pyrodrone. So I was just thinking I got another squirrel. A squirrel just hit me right now.
Oh boy. Here goes nothing.
Yeah, so anyway. But anyway, I just thought I like different cameras. This one's, an old school camera design. But not until I see the footage of this, I don't trust the footage on that. I need to see it side by side. I want to see somebody that's, to me, camera footage is so subjective when you see it, and you have to look at it a couple of different times from different people. But it would be nice to have a clip on, but that's the way that's configured. It's not a very good, it's not made for a quadcopter. It's made for a plane. But it doesn't mean you couldn't stick one on there. But I'm not impressed with the camera spec. I'd rather have a thumb. I'd have a Runcam thumb. I've seen the footage for that.
Well, I mean, the Runcam 5, and I think there was the Runcam, I think they called it a Runcam 2. That was that same form factor. That was actually pretty good.
So there's the
How much,
different.
how much does this thing weigh? Do they have a weight for it?
Right down here, specs. Weight 49 grams, 35 grams without battery, 49 grams with battery. So it has a battery that's a camera, a regular camera battery. That's why the shape of it is the way it is. But they're pretty small. We're only talking, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how big. Maybe 550 centimeters, maybe about like that. Probably
550 centimeters? That's a little
Yeah.
short for 550 centimeters.
Let's see. Hold on here.
That looks more like 55 millimeters.
Or 50. Sorry, 50, that's what I mean. You know me in the metric system.
Yeah.
Where is the
Do you know why they crashed the first Mars rover?
there we go, right there. 40 by 22. So
You know why they crashed the first Mars rover?
because I did the measurements in metric and didn't.
Because you did the conversion from metric to imperial.
It's 67. That's the total length from the tip of the camera to the back. So it's pretty good size. So that now we're
So I have it on good authority. Sunrise, you need to help me out here. But we all know Kelly's love of zip ties. Now, Kelly's been getting into the mechanicing business, and his first job finally turned out. This is what it looks like when Kelly's becoming a mechanic.
Oh my God, look at that. So many zip ties.
I mean, zip ties and plumber strap. I mean, that's a whole new proud moment for him right there.
That is crazy.
Oh, what
Yeah, the Runcam Thumb Pro is still the best camera, I think, for
Kelly oh shit, here we go. Do I even want to see it? Oh boy.
Did he lick it?
It's an old one. Okay. I need to get back here too.
That's an old one. They're all old. Hey, Twitter is full of old ones. There's nothing unique on Twitter anymore. It's people recycling the same images over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, this one. He's building a camera bumper out of zip ties.
Oh boy. Zip tie haters. You know it's a bad day when you got a big fat zip tie out and you're trying to secure something.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is? We might want to save that for another day. I guess we could probably talk about it. If you didn't see the video of the Sony goggles and Billy Kyle, he did a little demo.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you should look at it. And basically, he's using the VR goggles, and the VR goggles you can see the drone, and then he has a screenshot that he pulled in. He hasn't said how he's done it yet, but he basically superimposed the screenshot of the controller onto inside the goggles. So you see controller and then you see the outside all together, and then you can move it around because it's VR. It's a really cool concept. And don't be surprised that DJI doesn't do that sometime really soon. But it's VR, so you basically are, obviously those are $4,000 goggles. That's not ever going to happen. But I thought that was a really cool intro. I don't have a copy of it right now. It was on Twitter, and did I retweet it? I thought I retweeted it. If I do, I'll show it to you.
Hold on, we got Chris Wetchworth here and Bob Casey is here. Howdy, fellers. Bob, I did not get anything sent out to you yet. I'll do it sometime this week. Probably the same time I'm taking this thing to the post office after I fly it one more time.
The Apple goggles, eh? It was a pretty good demo.
But yeah, Sunrise did send me your address, Bob. So I do have it. It's been a busy couple of days for me. Whose drone is that? That is Random's drone right here, Mr. Croc. After I did a few improvements on it.
Mr. Croc.
Because Mr. Croc used to have the antennas for the VTX hanging out on the side in between the arms. That was about the worst location for it. So now we extended those to the back. We got a little 3D printed part back here, and we got some nice long antennas, and it's all working.
So yeah, it works.
I just tried to fly it on Sunday, and there was some issues with the tuning of that thing.
Yeah, it was a screwed up tune that firmware or flash. But I think Kai's got it figured out. I'm trying to find.
Well, I know why Mr. Croc's all jacked up. It's because
is that Dad Random's quad?
I think it is. Ah, there you go. That's gonna make that lens nice and
salty.
Yeah. Sexy.
My face just like, don't lick it, please.
So
I'm gonna post the link to this if I can find the link for you guys. Here it is. I'm gonna see if I can fast forward through it.
Well, you shouldn't complain. I mean, he's donating a battery to you. So
hey, here it is. Can you show? Yeah, can you flip it over here real quick? I know it's small. I can't. Okay, so here's the picture of, that's the virtual image right there, and the outside is the image of the outside. So in through those Apple goggles, you got the drone on the upper corner here, the upper left-hand corner, and then this is your controller screen, so you can see both at the same time. So you got this massive image of 3D space. So if you could find that link and maybe put it up. But that's really, I thought it was pretty good. I'm looking to share that somehow.
Can you click on the make it big thing there?
Yeah, but can you see it big?
Yeah.
All right.
It shows up, but I mean, it doesn't get much bigger, but
yeah. So anyway, he's using the $4,000 Apple goggles, so that's. Yeah. But he's going to do a video on it, and I think that's going to definitely be worth, worth the idea of where, but none of us are going to spend that kind of dough, None of us are going to spend, it's impractical as a cost. But to have a virtual that's kind of what Apple or with DJI, supposedly with these new goggles that if we ever see anything from them, where you have cameras and then we have an image and then we have both the outside, the environment we're standing in 3D, and we have the image of our screen floating in the middle.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well,
I thought that was pretty good. Of course, I'm not even going to go
I
there.
don't have much expectations for the new Bob Casey's posting a link to the video. Billy Kyle and Apple Vision Pro.
Yep, do it.
In the
Yeah.
chat.
He's supposed to. This is not something that you can just do out of the box. There's special things that you need to do. He had quite an elaborate setup. He had, monitors and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Have we seen the Speedy B35 frame? Drone Delirium is asking. He's thinking of getting it. Well, I already have this, and I don't think I'm going to build a second 35 or 3.5-inch whoop. So,
one 3.5-inch whoop is good enough for anybody.
Yeah. Now,
kind of
as
like
far as
having multiple
PDB goes,
Huh?
I have the Master 5 V2 frame right here. I like this thing. It flies really well unless you let Kelly fly it, and then I won't fly no more because he found the power lines.
Hey, wait till he flies your freaking Emax lookalike. That thing, he's going to have way too much fun with that. That's light and super powerful. Dude, he's going to hit power lines big. He might even not hit one.
I sent him a picture of it. His reply was, can't wait to crash it. So I'm going to let Sunrise fly it first, because Sunrise didn't get to fly the 5-inch because Kelly, putting into the 5-inch. So next time Sunrise gets to fly first, Kelly will be last on the list. Yeah. We might just have to put, you know what a tense unit is? This little electric shocking device.
Yep. Yeah.
I think we're going to put one on each earlobe on Kelly. Give him some incentive to fly better. Oh, wait, he might like that.
There's another
so drone has the first PDB frame right now, putting 03 unit. Isn't that the one that you have to extend the cable on for the 03 unit to fit? Yes, it's shock treatment, Bob. You get that right. Cattle probably easier to get in this state than the tense unit. So I don't know. Kelly's getting to the age where he might have one. I think I'm safer if Sunshine has it and Sunrise has it than Sunshine. That's it. Kelly's getting renamed from T-Rex to Sunshine, and then we have Sunrise and Sunshine.
T-Rex. I saw somebody with a green Jeep today.
You saw somebody with a green Jeep today?
It was a Rubicon, but it was they called it a Dinocon or a Dino Rube.
Do they have shots for that if you see it, or how does it work?
Yeah, this kid had a really customized freaking. Had a customized license plate, and I'm getting the phone call. I told you I was thinking about
talking.
talking.
Only mean one thing.
Hello.
That can only mean one thing.
Yep, that was the taco summons. So now that we're getting slow, we're slowing things down.
Well, I'm going to have a little PSA right here.
All right, here we go.
2:01 a.m. when tacos legally become breakfast tacos. Okay. Get you all educated.
When tacos legally become breakfast tacos. We've got a place that's close to by me that does really good breakfast taco, but every time I go there, I get serious stomach ache. So I don't know if it must be the lard in the real giant tortillas that they use. But it just doesn't sit with me very well, as good as they are, and is impossible to eat one. It's just massive. It's literally impossible to eat a full breakfast burrito from those folks. Not a breakfast taco, breakfast burrito.
I like breakfast burritos.
Yeah, Mexican restaurant. It's one of those Elviros, Albertos, one of those. You ever heard of those? Albertos.
Here's one just for you.
Yep.
With your impeccable sense of direction.
I only go the extra mile when I miss my freaking exit.
El Arroyo is a restaurant up in Austin, and they have this sign up front, and every day they have something else on it, and it's usually hilarious. So if you're on Facebook, you might want to subscribe to their Facebook page because they post a picture of it every day.
All righty, Kai. You know the friggin' drill, man.
So here's one last one for you. You get it? I share my house, but not my taco.
I don't share my tacos. I have to. That's why I always get an extra one just in case I have to share it.
All right. So as usual, I got to beg y'all to hit that thumbs up button one more time before, or if you haven't done so yet. Hit the thumbs up, please, on the way out, on the way in. I mean, we've got 16 people watching and 9 thumbs up. Come on, guys.
Oh, yep. We got to do better.
Hit the thumb, please.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard, guys. It is not hard to do that. It's really easy to forget, though.
Yep.
All right.
And don't y'all be going over to drone camps now and give him a bunch of shit because he ain't the victim. Don't make him the victim.
Yeah, we said enough. We gave him enough. If you never watched a drone camps video, go ahead. He's got a lot of good flights of. If you want to see a 2-inch Cinewhoop, he did all of them. So that's why I had to watch. And of course, Sean is getting on. So he's reminding us that, hey, come on over to Sean's place. I'm going for tacos. So
yeah.
Drone camps.
Y'all check out Sean ID Studios, and we got a couple links posted in the chat to view and review, and hopefully the craziness will slow down a bit. Because we got too much of that as of late. And oh yeah, one more nugget. It is back. The Countering CCP Drones Act.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah, we can't talk about that now. Let's not go there. I'm late for dinner.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. So the same guy that introduced it the past 2 years again introducing it this year. It never made it out of committee before. So you be the judge, but it is again on the books.
And the only thing they should be countering is crappy drones, not good ones.
Yeah. They
Anything
need
that
Kelly. They need Kelly up there to help them rewrite that thing to countering crappy ass drones.
hold two of them. Okay. This one's crappy. This one's not. All righty, guys. Time to go. See you, Kai.
See y'all later. We'll see you next week. Same place, same time. Until then, y'all take care.
Thank you, guys. Bye.